Hey, Bulldog fans, welcome into another edition of The New Normal, where we chat with athletes, coaches, and staff about the sudden changes brought on by COVID-19. I'm John Mack, who's happy to be joined today by junior softball pitcher Emily Barnett. Emily, thanks for taking some time, and I hope you've been able to stay inside and stay safe over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely a lot more time than we would have expected a few months ago, but I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm very curious to hear your perspective on all this because you're the first spring sport athlete we've done one of these interviews with, and you guys were playing kind of as all this went down. Now, some of the dominoes started falling the night before your last game against Bryant, but it was really that Thursday where everything started getting canceled. And when you woke up that morning, did it feel like a normal game day, or did you already kind of have a sense of what was happening?
When I went to bed on Wednesday, I saw the NBA had canceled, and then some other things were starting to cancel. So I didn't really think it would have affected us, but when I got to the locker room on Thursday, it was a weird vibe. Everyone was just kind of quiet, and we all kind of knew what was going on, but we knew it wasn't affecting us right then. So we found out that Bryant's season was actually canceled before the game, and they're from the Northeast, so we're like, oh, it's not really going to affect us. We're down south. But then right before BP, we figured out the SEC had suspended, and that's when it really hit home because I think a lot of us are friends with SEC players, and so we were starting to get messages and we were starting to like build up the emotion, and then we realized that maybe this could be us.
You guys had a game the day before that as well against Troy. In fact, you pitched in that game, and we're only talking about a 24-hour difference here, but there was probably no part of you whatsoever that thought that your season was on the verge of ending at that point.
Not at all. I mean, we had a great game against Troy. We finally put everything together. It was just the best feeling, and then to have that news on Thursday, it was really heartbreaking for all of us.
In the immediate aftermath of that game against Bryant, when you guys are given the news that your season had been postponed, because it wasn't fully canceled at that point, just postponed through March, but take us into that team huddle and what some of the instant reaction was when you guys got the news after the game.
I think the instant reaction was love for each other, was that we didn't want this to end for each other like this. It wasn't as much as one person had been playing well and we didn't want it to end for them, but I locked eyes with our seniors and we just couldn't hold it together. Like we honestly have the tightest bond and we love each other so much that we genuinely want the best for each other. And knowing that at this point it was out of our control, just like when you're in a game and you can't control certain things that happen, it's hard. It's hard to battle those emotions when stuff's thrown at you like that.
And of course, this is not strictly limited to athletics either. It's had a very big effect on the academic side as well, with campus being closed, of course, and all courses moving online. That's a big change, not just for the students, but for the professors also. And I'm sure it varies a little bit from class to class, but what has that adjustment been like?
It's actually been fairly smooth. The professors at Samford in the classroom and online are known for reaching out to help you, and they haven't stopped doing that. And so some of my classes are meeting via conference, some are just posting videos, but at the end of the video or the conference, the professors are always ready to reach out and send me an email if you need anything, send me an email if you need to talk. We'll get through this together, and I know this is new for everyone, so it's a learning experience for everyone.
Have you started to kind of gain a sense of normalcy again now that it's been a couple of weeks? It's obviously not ideal to be stuck in one location and not be on campus with friends and teammates, but has it started to become a little bit more of a routine now?
Yeah, it's becoming some normalcy, getting back into the academics and trying to work out and still pitch and still connect with the team, and we're all just kind of still talking, and we can't really believe it's happening, but we're ready for 2021 because we know that whatever we couldn't do in 2020 is just going to be just as great in 2021.
Yeah, how often have you been able to talk to the team? Are you guys doing like team-wide Zoom calls to stay in contact?
We're actually doing our first Zoom call this afternoon. So that'll be whenever we all get together. It's a great time. So I'm excited to see everyone's faces again. I've been talking to some here and there, and we're just trying to manage and get back to what feels like summer, but it's not really. So I'm excited for that call this afternoon.
And as I'm sure you're well aware, the Division One Council recently granted a waiver that allows the spring student athletes an additional year of eligibility. And I'm assuming there was a pretty positive response to that within your team, especially from some of the seniors who may be thinking about coming back.
Yeah, I think that really helped the sadness. I think it's heartbreak and sadness is starting to go away, and it's starting to be what can we do next year, and what can we do with what the NCAA has just given us, and not only the excitement for the seniors, but the excitement for the people that get to play with the seniors again. Because I know for me personally, like getting to play another season with them is great because I missed having this season with them.
Emily, I really appreciate your time. Best of luck finishing the school year online, and we look forward to getting all of our student athletes back on campus next year.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Good to be here.
It's junior pitcher Emily Barnett. I'm John McAfoose. Remember, you can stay tuned to all of our Samford Athletics social media channels for more interviews with coaches, athletes, and staff over the coming weeks.